Hello and welcome back to Fun Scholar Academy. So today we are again here with a new session with a new chapter. Okay. So today we are going to learn about the human body, which includes the circulatory system. So can you tell me what is circulatory system? Do you have any idea about the word circulation? Suppose something which is starting from one point, okay, and going back to the same point again. This process is known as circulation. So, in our body, what is being circulated? The blood. I think you have heard the name about blood. Khoon, या फिर in Bengali we say रक्तो. It is being circulated throughout our body, okay, in a regular fashion or regular cyclic way. So that is why this system is known as circulatory system. And what is the main organ of the circulatory system? Look at this picture. What do you think this is? Can you guess? Okay, tell me what is this sign means. This is a red heart emoji sign. Heart emoji. You often use this in your chatting with your friends in WhatsApp or in some other social media. So this is the emoji heart and this is our real heart. Okay, so real heart looks like this exactly. It is of conical shape, but it is slightly tilted. So this is the basic structure of the heart. See, if I draw the upper portion as this and this part as this, so it is forming a cone or cap-like structure, but the cap is little bit tilted towards the left side. Okay, so this is the human heart which constitute the main organ of our circulatory system. And what is circulation? The blood is being circulated towards heart and from heart to all over our body. That system is known as circulatory system. Circulatory system or circulation means something starting from a particular point and again going back to that same point. This is known as what? Circulation. Okay. So let's proceed with our chapter. What is circulatory system? Just now I have told you that, see, the circulatory system is made up of blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart and towards the heart. Away from the heart means from heart to body. So taking the blood away, blood is being taken away from the heart towards the body and again from the body towards the heart. So from heart to body, body to heart to body, body to heart, and this process continues when you were an embryo till you die. Okay, it is a non-stop process which occurs 24 into 7 into 365 days till you die. From your birth till you die, this process continues. Okay, now what is being carried? Blood. Okay, and How blood is carrying? Blood is carried through blood vessel. Blood vessels in the simplest form, if I say, what is a blood vessel? It is a pipe. Okay? You know through pipe water is being carried in your house. You have seen water system, how water is coming through pipe, and when you switch on the knoll, then the water flows down. Exactly same thing happens in case of our blood. Blood is being carried because blood is what? Liquid in nature. So it has to be carried by a pipe, and that pipes are known as, or those pipes are known as nothing but blood vessels, which is similar to water pipes. Okay, so now let's read. The circulatory system is made up of blood vessels, that is the pipe. And inside the pipe, what is being carried? Blood is being carried instead of water. Okay, that carry blood away from the heart, like away from the heart towards the body, and again towards the heart from the body. So this system is known as circulatory system. I hope it is clear to you. Now, once again, just look at this picture. What do you see? This is your heart, right? And see, so many types of pipes are being spread throughout your body. So many branches, sub branches, so many things are full. Your whole body is full of these pipes. Okay, some are thick, some are thin, but there are different types of pipe which is carrying what? These pipes are known as what? Nothing but blood vessels. And what do these blood vessels carry? Obviously, they will carry blood. Blood vessels will carry what? Nothing but blood. From blood vessels is carrying, it is easy, blood vessels carry what? Nothing but it is carrying blood. Done? Okay. Now, next, what does the circulatory system consists of? Just now I have told you the most important component or organ for circulation is what? Nothing but the heart. Right? Okay. Second, I have told you the blood. Okay. So see, number 2 is the blood. Number 1 is heart. What does the heart carry? Blood. And number 3 is nothing but blood vessels, which carry what? The blood. So number 3 is blood vessels. Now these blood vessels are of 3 different types. How many types? 3 different types. Okay. Some blood vessels are very thick. Okay. Some blood vessels are a bit thin. Okay. And some blood vessels establishes connection between the bigger blood vessel and the smaller blood vessels. See, so they are of 3 types. The bigger or the largest one or the thicker one is known as artery. And the thinner one is known as vein. And the connection between the two, The pipe which establishes connection between this artery and vein is known as capillary. Okay. Now you please look at this picture. This is the bigger blood vessel known as artery. This is the smaller blood vessel which is known as vein. And the connection between the bigger and smaller between artery and vein is established by capillary. So now if I say that what are the components by which circulatory system is made up of, what will be your answer? First is heart. Second is blood. Third is blood is obviously carried through different types of pipe. That pipes are known as blood vessels. And again this blood vessels is of three types. So three different kinds of pipes are present. Just like in our house we have different kinds of pipes for the supply of water. Some are larger, some are rain pipe is the most largest one. Then in your washroom or kitchen you have a smaller pipe in comparison to drainage pipe or rain pipe. Again in aquaguard the pipe is used is being very thin. So in this way in our body also there are three types of pipes or blood vessels which are being divided on the basis of the structure and function and also the size. So the larger one or thicker one is known as artery and the bit thinner one is known as vein. And the connection between artery and vein is established by nothing but capillaries. These terminologies are very new to you. So please watch the video again and again so that you can learn this terminologies, and please do write it down again and again because it is very new and it is very tough thing for your class. Okay, so I am trying to make it as simple as I can, but you also have to practice it so that you can memorize this for your lifetime. Okay, and this is such a system you will need in your higher classes also constantly. So please make your base clear. Now comes why we in our body have so many blood vessels and heart. The heart carries the blood the blood vessels carries the blood from the heart and also from the body towards the heart. Why it is necessary to carry blood to the heart and also away from the heart? Just let's see. The blood is the carrier of nutrients, water, oxygen and other substances in our body. Nutrients, you have already learned what are nutrients. There are 5 types of nutrients: carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, minerals and fat. Exactly. And why is this nutrients necessary? We get these nutrients from the food we eat and our body needs all these kinds of nutrients so that we live a healthy and wealthy lifestyle. If we don't get the proper nutrients, we may fall ill with time. So nutrient, water, why do you need water? Water we need for our proper digestion and also for keeping our body hydrated and also for maintaining the temperature of our body. Oxygen, we all know that the air we take in is oxygen and gives out what? Carbon dioxide. We take in We breathe in oxygen, we give out carbon dioxide. So this is necessary. So blood carries two different kinds of gases. Okay, you know that if you are taking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, that means the blood contains both oxygen and carbon dioxide. So if the blood have carbon dioxide in this part, so this part needs to be transported to the heart. And what the heart does, it sends the bad blood or the carbonated blood or the blood which contains the carbon dioxide to where? To the lungs. And we breathe out carbon dioxide. So that is one of the main reason why we need to carry blood from the body towards the heart. So the blood carried towards the heart contains carbon dioxide which needs to be eliminated by our respiratory system. Okay. So when we will read respiratory systems, then you will understand how gases exchange takes place between our respiratory organ and the environment. For now, you just remember that the blood in the body is taken towards our heart so that the blood can be sent to the lungs, and from lungs there the carbon dioxide is being eliminated by our body. Okay. And why do one thing we have understood now, why the heart sends blood towards every part of the body? Because the blood is the carrier of what? Nutrients, water and oxygen. These three substances are needed by every cell, every part of our body to grow in the proper way. If our brain only gets those and our hands don't get, after some days the hands will not work. If the brain is not getting, the brain will stop working. So every part, every minute part needs to have the nutrients, oxygen, water, and needs to get rid of waste materials like carbon dioxide and other substances. So that is why blood keeps circulating throughout our body 24 into 7 into 365 days from our birth, even before our birth when you are in your mother's womb. From that time the heart starts pumping, and this pumping goes on till you die. Okay. Now next, it travels in a closed network of tubes called blood vessels. Closed network of tubes means ultimately pipes. This I have already told you. The heart pumps blood. The heart pumps blood to all the part of the body. To keep the heart flowing, the heart keeps pumping throughout our life. This I have just now explained to you in details. Now let's see how do the heart pump blood. Just look, this is the heart. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Now I am not explaining this. I'll explain these things in your later part. Now you just see how blood is pumping. See, blood is going, it is being filled, and then it is pushing. And the blood is going out. Just see, blood is going in, the heart is expanding, and then it is contracting, and the blood is moving out. And this process continues 24 into 7 into 365 days or till you die. Once your heart stops pumping, you will die. Okay? Again, Just see, such a nice model. Okay. Same? Okay. Now, next part. Now, what is blood? Have you ever seen blood? When you have a little bit cut in your hands or legs, you have seen a red color liquid is coming out. You all have, I think, faced some kind of, you have got hurt when you are child, even still now. So whenever you get hurt and your skin is being damaged, what comes out? Blood or a red colored fluid comes out. That red colored fluid is known as blood. Have you ever experienced that for your, to know your blood type? Samples of blood is being taken, right? So what is the color of the blood? The color of the blood is red. Okay. See, now let's read. Blood is red color fluid. Fluid means what? Something gaseous or liquid. Both are known as fluid. Why? Because they flow. Flow means what? Have you seen a lever flowing constantly? It is always moving constantly. Flow means moving constantly. Okay. So, blood is a red colored fluid that flows in the blood vessels inside our body. This thing you have learned by now. Next, blood is made up of two components, plasma and blood cells. What is blood cell, ma'am? I have told you, okay, I haven't, I think. Cell is the most important structural unit of our body. What is unit? Unit means cell is the smallest part. Smallest part. So, if I say your liver is made up of different kinds of cell. Again, heart is made up of different kinds of cell. Your skin, it is made up of different kinds of cell. Cell is such minute structure that can only be visible under microscope. Now, if I say blood cell, look at this picture. Look at this picture. Under microscope, this appears one cell, two number cell, three number, four number, five number. In 3D, if you look, see, cell appears like this. Okay, a bit oval shaped, and there is a depression over here in this cells. So these are nothing but cells, the smallest unit. Our heart is made up of cell, our kidney is made up of cell, our blood is made up of cell, even our whole body is made up of cell. So is it cell is only found in case of humans? No. Every plant and animals is made up of cells. Every plant and animals is made up of cell, or we can say any living organisms smallest unit is cell. You will learn about cell in your higher classes, but for now you just remember that everything, every every living organism is made up of cell. Cell is the smallest unit of any living organism, even microorganisms like virus, bacteria. Okay. Now similarly the blood is made up of cell. So this is the microscopic view of blood cells. Okay, it is not possible to show you under microscope, so I have taken a picture so that you can understand over here only. In 3D the cell will look like this, real it looks like this, and in under microscope when it is being stained it looks like this. So you have understood what is blood cell now. Now plasma. What is plasma? You know blood is liquid in nature. Okay, so and blood carries water. Blood carries water. So the part of blood which is without the blood cells, a blood cell is solid obviously, and blood is liquid, you know, it flows. So it flows due to the presence of water. Okay, and this watery part is known as plasma. Understood? Okay. Let's move to the next slide so that you can better understand. Okay, now let's read this first. Blood is divided into two parts. Plasma is the liquid portion. Okay, and blood remaining solid portion is blood cell. Okay, now these blood cells are of various types. One is known as red blood cell or RBC, which is red in color. Another is known as white BC or WBC or white blood cells, which is obviously white in color. Another is known as platelets. It is also whitish or colorless. Okay, so blood is divided into two parts, plasma and blood cell. Plasma is what? The liquid part of the blood is known as plasma. And if you separate the liquid part, what will come out? The solid part. Okay, and the solid part is made up of what? The smallest units, that is blood cells. Now blood cells are of three types. The red color, you know, have seen the blood is red color. Red color is due to these RBCs or red blood cells. Okay, and they are again present another two types. They are white blood cells. They are white in color, which is not visible because the red color is more and white is less. Okay, and third one is platelets, which is whitish or colorless generally. Okay, next, just see. If I take blood and separate it with some kind of chemical, what will happen? See, a yellowish color fluid is being deposited and the solid part, the red part, is deposited over here. Okay? So, this yellowish part or the liquid part is known as plasma. And what it constitutes? It constitutes water, gases, nutrients, proteins, even waste materials. Okay? Because you know blood carries water, right? It carries food, that is nutrients. Waste are also being carried. Carbon dioxide and oxygen is being carried. And what? Protein Carbohydrate, everything comes under nutrients. Here they have given only protein, but not only protein, carbohydrate, mineral, vitamins, a fat, everything is carried by the blood only. Okay. Now this is the liquid portion. This is the major portion. This is the major. The amount is more. Obviously, you can see this is more and this is less. So this is what the RBC is, the solid part. And again, see the white blood cells are being deposited in the middle, or they are above the RBCs. So they are lighter than the RBCs and remaining platelets. Now let's read. Plasma forms about 55% major part. If blood is 100%, okay? If you divide it, plasma will be 55, that is more part over here as you can see, and blood cells will be 45%. Okay. Plasma is yellowish color fluid in which the three type of blood cells float. Okay. Plasma is what? Yellowish. Obviously you can see the color over here. It is yellow in color. Okay. And if you shake this, what will happen? The blood cell will get mixed up. The white cell and platelets will also get mixed up. Like previous picture, it will be flowing in the plasma. Here it is separated by using some scientific method known as centrifugation, but actually they all remain mixed like in this picture. See, can you tell which one is the plasma and which one is not? It is being mixture of plasma and blood cells. Okay, blood is a mixture of plasma and blood cell. You please write this point. Blood is the mixture of plasma and blood cells. Got it? Okay. Now blood cells. Again see, this is the plasma, remaining portion is blood cell. Blood cell forms about 45% of the blood. This I have told you in the previous slide. These blood cells are, this also I have told you, RBCs or red blood cell, white WBCs or white blood cells, and platelets will be platelets. So white BC, WBC and platelets and RBCs, and rest was plasma. You have understood it well and good now. So next. Now what is RBC? See, the color of the blood is red in color due to the presence of RBCs, and RBCs contains, why RBCs are red? If in case of photosynthesis, the green color is due to the pigment of chlorophyll, right? Green plants are green because of the presence of pigment chlorophyll. Similarly, what happens? Pigment is what? A coloring agent. Okay, so blood is red in color again due to some coloring agent, and that pigment is known as hemoglobin, which makes the color of the blood red. Okay, and see, these RBCs are circular or oval disc-like shape. Okay, so what is the main function of RBC now? The main function is to carry oxygen from the heart and to the rest of the body and carry carbon dioxide from the body to the heart, and again the heart is sending it to the lungs. And other functions you have already known. What are the function of the blood? That are the functions of RBCs. But the main function is hemoglobin, that is a pigment that attaches with the RBCs and gives the colored blood. And second and most vital is exchange of gases. Okay. Now RBCs are alive only for 120 days. After that they are being destroyed and new RBCs are formed. Now from where does the new RBCs are formed? New RBCs are formed from bone marrow. New RBCs are formed from bone marrow. Okay, so bone marrow is where it is present obviously inside your bone, and from there the RBCs are being produced. You will learn about this thing in details in higher classes, but for now you know this much only, that RBCs are being produced from bone marrow. Okay. And what is the lifespan? Lifespan is only 120 days. After that RBCs dies and new RBCs are formed. So formation of RBC always takes place within your body. It also takes place 24/7, because some days some cells are dying now, so others are dying tomorrow, and others are dying the next day. So new RBCs are constantly being forming in your body. Okay. Now next is white blood cell or WBC. Okay, white blood cell, they are white in color, right? So do you think they have the pigment hemoglobin within it? No, they don't have any pigment. That is why they lack any color and are known as what? White blood cells. And these cells are of irregular shape. RBC, you see, they have a particular oval shape. But WBC, they don't have a particular shape. Some are like this, some are like this, some are like this, some are like this. So they have different types of shape and they keep changing their shape. Just like amoeba. Amoeba is such a unicellular organism that has no particular shape. Okay, this is of irregular shape. It keeps changing its shape from now and then. Similarly, white blood cells also keeps changing their shape. Okay, they are irregular shape. No particular shape is there. Okay, second point, they have no hemoglobin. Okay, third function is what? Third function is that the RBCs protects your body from germs. Okay, you are being attacked by some germs, then the WBCs are the soldiers. See, such a beautiful WBC cell. It is a 3D figure. Its function is acts as soldier. What is the function of soldier? To kill the enemies, right? To kill the enemies. To kill the enemies, right? Just now in the war you have seen how Indian soldiers have defended our country and saved the people. So similar thing the WBC does. So WBCs are the soldiers of our body. Just like Indian Army, who is the soldier of our body? WBC. See, and in microscope, these are the RBCs, and the highly stained part is WBC. Okay, see, this is the structure. See, it has a outer covering and inside it has a different irregular shape. Okay. So what will happen if the germs are destroyed? We will be healthy. So that is the function of WBC. Now if I ask you to differentiate between RBC and WBC, RBC is red in color due to the pigment hemoglobin. WBC is black hemoglobin, that is why they are white and they are irregular shape, whereas RBCs are oval in shape. The function of RBC is mainly to carry oxygen and carbon dioxide. The function of WBC is to fight against the germs, just like the soldiers of our country. Okay, clear? Now, third comes the platelets. Okay, platelets, just see first the picture. This is again the RBC, and you just see platelets are such minute structure, एकदम lightly stained. So it is very difficult to spot platelets in the blood. See a 3D version of platelet. This is how a platelet looks. Okay. Now what is the function of platelet? See, if you have a cut in your hands or legs, after some time you see the blood stops flowing, right? If the blood won't stop flowing and all the blood is being coming out and coming out and coming out, after some time you may die. Okay, so the blood gets clotted with time. After some time the blood gets clotted, and this clotting is done by whom? This clotting is done by the platelets. See, such a minute cell, and such a big function. If the blood is not stopped, you may die. You have to be taken to the hospital. Okay. So it is, but the blood stops automatically after the cut has happened after some time, because the platelets come and stop the flowing of blood. See, these are very small irregular shape. Also, platelet does not have a particular shape. It is sometimes like this, so sometimes like this. So it is also again irregular in shape. See, every shape is different. Every shape is different, just like WBC. But what is the main function? They help in blood clotting. I will ask you direct question. Which blood cell helps in blood clotting? The answer will be platelets. Okay. So it is helping us to prevent blood loss. So it is helping us to prevent blood loss. Now let's read. Do you know what will happen when you get injured while playing? It may begin to bleed, but after a while the blood gets thicker and dries up and forms a clot. Obviously the blood stops and forms a thick thick kind of spot or thick blood spot over there. These platelets help the blood to clot. This stops bleeding and prevents excessive flow of blood. So see, such a minute cell and such a big and huge function. Okay. So next time you have a cut, do not worry, the platelets will heal you up soon. Okay, now one interesting fact. We know that our blood is red in color. But look at this. What is this? This is octopus, right? And look, this is the blood cell of octopus. What is the color of the blood? The color of the blood here is blue. Can you tell me that why octopus is having blue in color? Again, due to some pigment. All the coloring things are due to the presence of coloring substances. So our blood is red in color due to the presence of what? Hemoglobin. But over here, the blood is blue in color due to the presence of copper in their blood. Copper is an element or metal that provides blue color to the blood. That is why blood of octopus is blue in color. The blood of an octopus is blue in color. Why? Because the presence of copper. So please mark the point. Can you imagine blue blood? Such a interesting fact nature has given. Now function of blood, which is the last topic for today. So from the circulatory system, all things I have made clear to you. Now you yourself can answer what is the function of blood. First function is to carry what? Oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange with the lungs. So let's see where it is. Okay. See, transport of food and oxygen. Blood carries digested food from the digestive system, obviously, because from digestive system the food is being absorbed in the blood only, and oxygen from the lungs to all parts of the body, and also carbon dioxide from all of the parts of the body back to the lungs. Blood carries waste products like carbon dioxide and carries them to the lungs, kidney and skin for removal. See, you have already known this. Now, blood except RBC, they have WBC, which are the soldiers. So, function of soldiers is to fight against germs and protect the body from infections. Okay. Third, platelets. What is the function? Clotting of blood during an injury to stop bleeding. And third is regulation of body temperature. Blood helps to keep the body temperature constant by spreading heat throughout the body. Obviously, when food is being digested, it releases temperature or energy which is being circulated again throughout the body by means of blood. Okay, so please take a screenshot of this, and today we will learn up to functions of blood. Next day we will continue with the remaining lesson. Till then, keep growing, keep shining and keep learning.